Welcome to Anything You Want, your premier digital destination for the most sophisticated, in-depth, and meticulously crafted chronicles of the Turkish entertainment industry. In a world where every whisper is amplified and every glance is dissected, we pride ourselves on bringing you the stories that lie beneath the surface, narratives of resilience, boundaries, and the relentless pursuit of peace. Today, we invite you into the private world of Hazal Subaşı and Erkan Meriç, a couple whose journey has often been treated as public property, but who are now fighting to reclaim their own story. Before we delve into the heart of this unfolding drama, please take a moment to engage with our community here at Anything You Want. Your support is the cornerstone of our channel, and we would be profoundly honored if you would consider subscribing to our platform and hitting the notification bell. For those who wish to support our mission of high-quality, long-form storytelling even further, we encourage you to explore our Join button options. By becoming a member, you help us continue our research and dedication to bringing you the truth behind the headlines. Your likes and comments fuel our passion, so please, do not hesitate to share your thoughts as we navigate this emotional landscape together. In the quiet corners of the celebrity world, where reputation is often traded for engagement, Hazal Subaşı has long been an anomaly, a woman who seeks not the spotlight of scandal, but the safety of a life well lived. However, recent reports suggest that the safe corner she has meticulously built for her private life was threatened by a recurring narrative she no longer wished to tolerate. The air in the industry grew thick with speculation when news broke of a direct, blunt, and uncompromising message allegedly sent by Hazal to Yagmur Öztürk. This was not an act of impulsive drama, but a strategic and deeply human attempt to protect the boundaries of her world. Those close to the situation suggest that Hazal, weary of being cast in a love triangle narrative she never authored, decided to bypass the filters of managers and the cryptic nature of social media. The message was reportedly a masterpiece of clarity, an invitation to stay out of a story that does not belong to the outsiders, a plea for the cessation of narratives that serve only to distort reality, and a firm demand for the space to breathe. It was a storm warning for those who mistook her silence for weakness, and it signaled a new chapter in her journey, one defined by the protection of her relationship with Erkan Meriç. For Hazal Subaşı, the bond she shares with Erkan Meriç is not a spectacle for public consumption. It is an anchored reality that she refuses to let be twisted by the fixation on past links or playful headlines. In her private circles, she has reportedly been adamant that her name should no longer be attached to recycled engagement chatter. She sees these narratives not as harmless gossip, but as a calculated distraction from the things that truly matter. Her artistic craft, her commitment to Erkan, and a future she is unwilling to compromise just to maintain an artificial peace with the media. This tension did not materialize from thin air. It is the result of a pressurized environment where Hazal and Erkan have recently found themselves on the same set. In the high-stakes world of professional acting, where every look and offhand comment is a potential headline, the couple has had to navigate a minefield of misunderstandings. Sources suggest that Hazal noticed how the atmosphere was beginning to bend the energy between them, how innocent professional moments were being misread through the lens of old rumors. Rather than allowing these shadows to darken their new days, she chose the path of directness, reaching out to Yagmur to demand quiet and clarity. Interlude, an invitation to the Anything You Want inner circle. As we witness the strength it takes to draw such a firm line in the sand, we want to pause and turn the spotlight on you, our loyal audience at Anything You Want. In a world where privacy is becoming a luxury, do you believe that celebrities have a right to confront those who fuel rumors about them, or does fame mean surrendering that right? We are eager to hear your perspectives in the comments section below. Your insights are what make this community so special. Furthermore, we want to remind you that the quality and length of our content are made possible by your support. If you appreciate these 10,000 character deep dives, please hit the like button and consider clicking the join button. Our members receive exclusive updates and the satisfaction of knowing they are supporting independent, detailed journalism. Let's continue to build Anything You Want together. Now, let us look at the silent response of Yagmur Öztürk and the protective stance of Erkan Meriç. While Hazal Subaşı's declaration was a full stop, the reaction from Yagmur Öztürk has been a study in absolute, considered silence. Those within her intimate circle suggest that she is currently in a state of processing, not plotting. At long dinners with close friends, she is said to be weighing the consequences of any public response, asking whether adding oxygen to this fire would only cause it to burn brighter. There is a palpable exhaustion in her camp, a weariness of being attached to a storyline that should have reached its conclusion long ago. The sting for Yagmur, according to insiders, comes from seeing her own image filtered through the lens of speculation rather than through her own professional choices. She finds herself in a precarious position, where every move could be interpreted as a provocation or a surrender. This restraint is her current strategy, a way to maintain her dignity while the world around her spirals into theories. However, the question remains, how long can this void persist before someone else fills it with a narrative she cannot control? At the very heart of this storm stands Erkan Meriç, a man whose primary desire has always been for his work to be the headline. Friends describe him as an actor who hates the circus, a man caught between the person he loves and the professional peace he needs to excel at his job. It is a grueling reality to be on set nailing a difficult, emotional scene one day, only to watch rumors about his domestic life trend above his artistic achievements the next. Erkan has reportedly been meticulous in his movements since the whispers escalated, shielding Hazal wherever possible and urging colleagues not to stoke the fires of chatter. He is attempting to build a wall around their private life that can withstand even the most public of storms. On set, his focus is described not as frostiness, but as a sharp, singular concentration. When every sentence can be twisted into a weapon, he has learned to leave fewer sentences out in the open, channeling the noise of the world into the precision of his performance. The postponement of milestones, a strategic retreat? One of the most discussed aspects of this saga is the ripple effect it has had on the couple's future plans. In the subtext of their inner circle's advice, one can hear a consistent theme: protect the timeline. Rumors have begun to circulate that some important milestones, perhaps a wedding or a formal engagement, might have been gently paused. This is not an abandonment of their dreams, but a strategic decision to ensure their choices are made in a state of calm rather than in the chaos of a media frenzy. Hazal and Erkan seem to believe that no celebration is worth the cost of their peace. By regrouping and allowing the noise to die down, they are reclaiming the rhythm of their lives. This approach is entirely in character for two people who have survived media weather before. They are walking through the thunder without looking up at the clouds, confident that time will eventually sort what the current noise cannot. Before we conclude this extensive report, we want to remind you that Anything You Want is more than just a channel, it's a family of viewers who care about the human stories behind the stars. If you found this analysis insightful, please subscribe and share this video. Your engagement helps us reach new viewers who are looking for more than just 30-second gossip clips. If you truly want to make a difference in how we produce our content, please click the join button and support us directly. Your membership helps us maintain the high standard of language and detail you've come to expect from us. Which celebrity's private journey would you like us to explore next? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like the video. In the end, what began as a straightforward plea for boundaries has grown into a monumental test of balance, between love and work, between the public's appetite and a couple's right to privacy. Whether the alleged warning from Hazal Subaşı turns into a lasting clash or fades into a mere footnote of industry history remains to be seen. What is certain is that Hazal has remained consistent in her stance. She rejects the triangle, she insists on a clean conscience, and she remains an actress first. Erkan Meriç continues to be her steady partner, adamant that their love will not be overshadowed by the circus. Together, they are learning once again that peace is not won by having the last word, but by the strength of not needing it. As the days pass and we wait to see if Yagmur Öztürk will break her silence with a definitive statement, the conversation will continue to circle. But here at Anything You Want, we will be watching with the same measured, empathetic, and final gaze that Hazal herself employs. Thank you for spending this time with us. We hope this deep dive has brought you closer to the truth. Stay loyal to your own peace, and we will see you in our next video. Goodbye for now, and remember, everything you need is right here on Anything You Want.